Hi viewers. So we are going to start exercise 14F. RS Agarwal. Class 9. The question is related to mean. Question is related to mean. Understood that? Now here question number 1 and 2 are given here. So I am doing question number 2 from here. Okay. Question number 2 is given. Exercise 14F. Weight in kg. Weight in kg and number of worker. Number of worker. Understood? So here the weight is given 60 kg. Number of worker is 4. This is 63. Number of worker is 3. This is 66. Number of worker is 2. This is 69. Number of worker is 2. This is 72. Number of worker is 1. Okay. So this. Understood that? So we have to find the mean weight. So for that we are again going to make a chart. That is, this is my xi. Okay. xi, fi, fi xi. xi is equal to 60, 63, 66, 69 and 72. fi is equal to 432, 432, 2, 1. Okay. Now summation of fi xi. Now we have to find fi xi. 240. 72. Okay. So now we have to add this. We are going to summation of fi, and this is summation of fi xi. Okay. So now if we add this comes 12 and this comes 771. Hope you are understandable. So my mean is equal to summation of fi xi by summation of fi. That means 771 by 12. Understood that? So if we calculate that, (64.25). This is 64.25. So my mean weight should be 64.25 kg. So hope you understood that the process. Okay. Next, without delaying, move to another question. The question number 2. I am doing the exercise 14A of RS Agarwal math book. Next, move to another question. Question number 3. Question number 3 is quite same with like that. Okay. Here the total age is in years given. Okay, and the frequency are also given. So we have to find the mean age. That means I am giving the hint of question number 3 from RS Agarwal math book, exercise 14F. 14F. RS Agarwal class 9 book. So here age and frequency. Age is given and frequency is given. Frequency. Okay. So age is given here 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, and the corresponding frequency are 3, 8, 9, 11, 6, 3. So again we have to find the mean age. So for that we have to multiply this with this, that is, so this is my xi and this is my fi. So xi fi, again we have to make a column xi fi. Okay, so we have to multiply all this, that is 15 into 3, that is 45. Next 16 into 8, some result comes, again we have to put over here, then we have to sum over here, we have to again sum over here, then if we divide this sum by this, we will get my related result. Okay, understood that? Next move to another question. The question of RS question is question number 4. Question number 4 is quite same as the, just you have to do the calculations. Next come to question number 5. Question number 5, it's an important thing. Question number 5 of RS Agarwal. What is given? If the mean of the following frequency distribution is 8, find the value of P. Now the frequency distribution is given here. Question number 5. Frequency distribution is given. I am writing that X and F. X is given here 3, this is 6, this is 5, this is 8, this is 7, this is 15, this is 9, this is P, this is 11, this is 8, next this is 13, this is 4. So that is the frequency distribution is given here. We have to find the value of P from here. So again we are breaking the box, the table. X, next F, Xi, Fi and Xi, Fi. Understood that? X is equal to 3, 5, 7, 9, 11, 13. Fi is equal to 6, 8, 15, P, 8, 4. Xi, Fi 18, 40, 105, 9P, 88, 52. So summation of Fi, and here summation of Fi Xi. Summation of Fi should be, we have to calculate that. So from here we are getting that my summation of Fi is equal to 41 plus P and summation of Fi Xi is equal to 303. This is 303. Hope you are understanding that. 303 plus 9P. So, and the mean age is given here. The mean distribution is 8. So if we put the formula, mean is equal to 303 plus 9P divided by 41 plus P. Now here mean is given 8, that's equal to 303 plus 9P divided by 41 plus P, that's equal to equals to 303 plus 9P. From here P is equal to 328 minus 303, 25. So the value of P from the distribution, we are getting that 25. So 25 is my answer. Okay. So that is the question number 5. Next move to another question. So here F is unknown, f, one value of f was unknown. Next move to another question. The question number 6. Question number 6 is given. The mean is also given here. Question number 6. The mean is given 28.5 and the math is given same. Question number 6. Okay. I am writing the distribution only. Question number 6. I am writing the distribution. What is the distribution given here? X and f. X and f. This is 15. This is 8. This is 27. This is 25 p. This is 30. This is 14. 35, 15 and 40. This is 6. This is the distribution given here, and the mean is given here. Mean is equal to 28.5. 28.5. The mean is given here. So we have to find the value of p. So we are applying similar method. Okay, we are applying similar method, and we are getting my answer. Understood that? So next move to question number 7. Question number 7. Question number 7 is given here. I am writing the distribution. The distribution question number 7. The distribution is question number 7. The distribution is given here x and f. X and f. Understood that? So x and f. 8, 12. 8, 12. Next 12, 16. 12, 16. Next 15, 20. Next p, 24. Next 20, 16. Next 25, 8. Next 34. Okay, so we have to find the value of p. The value of p. So we are writing in the table, that is xi, next fi and fi xi. Xi is equal to 8, 12, 15, p, 20, 25 and 30. Okay. Fi is equal to 12, 16, 20, 24, 16, 8 and 4. Now also here the mean is given. Mean is equal to 16.6. This is my mean. Understood that? So if we have to find xi fi, that is fi xi. So this is 96. Next we have to find the rest of all. This is 300. This is 24p. This is 320. This is 200. This is 120. This is 192. 192. Understood that? So again we are adding this summation of fi and summation of fi xi. Summation of fi, that is, I think here given. No, actually here not given. So summation of fi we have to add this, and summation of fi xi we have to add this. So if we are adding this, we are getting my relevant result like that. So again applying the formula of mean, that is mean is equal to this 1228 plus 24p divided by summation of fi, that is 100. Okay, now here it is given 16.6 is equal to 1228 plus 24p by 100, that's equal to 1660 is equal to 1228 plus 24p. So that's equals to 24p is equal to 1660 minus 1228. Okay. Hello. So we are getting that 24p is equal to 1660 minus this. That is 24p is equal to 430. That is p is equal to this. Hope you are able to see that. Now the actual value we are getting 17.91. Now we can write it approximately. Approximate value is equal to 18. So 18 should be my answer. Okay, this is the actual value and this is the approximate to written as 18. Understood that? So this is my actual value. This is my actual, this is my approximate value. So without delaying the time, let us move to another question. The question is given here, question number 8. Okay, let's move to question number 8. The question is given here, x and f again, xi and fi. And that question is given here, 10, 30, 50, 70, 90. 10, 30, 50, 70, 90. Okay. And 17, this is f1. Next this is 32. Next f2, this is 19. Okay. Now the question I am reading, so that you can understand, find the missing frequencies in the following frequency distribution whose mean is equal to 50. Mean is 50. Mean is given. Mean is given as 50. Total, this is total. Total is equal to 120. Understood that? And the mean is given here 50. So we have to find the value of f1 and f2. For that, again we have to make xi, fi, xi, fi. This is 10, 30, 50, 70, 90. Understood? fi is equal to 17, f1, 32, f2, 19. Now fi means 170, 30 f1, next 160, that means 1600, I think. Next this is 70 f2, next 171, 1710. Understood that? So we have to add that, that is summation of fi and summation of fi xi. Now what is my summation of fi? We are again we have to add this, that is we are getting f1 plus f2 plus the value of this I am taking. So if we are calculating that, we are getting fi is equal to this and Fi xi is equal to this 3480 like that. Okay. Next, this equal to 50. That is f1 plus f2 plus 68. That's equals to how much? 50. Understood? So from here we can find the value of f1 in term of f2. So f1 should be 50 minus 68 minus f2. That means minus 18 minus f2. Understood? So putting this value so this is equal to we are getting this term, and again we know that summation of fi xi by summation of fi, that's equal to also 50. So that means 3480, this is my this f1 is equal to 1, equation number 1. So 3480 plus 30 f1 plus 70 f2, okay, divided by this means f1 plus f2 plus 68, this equal to 50. Understood? Now we are putting the value of f1 over here. The value of f1 over here. So if we are putting that, we are getting 3480 plus 30 into minus 18 minus f2 plus 70 f2, okay, divided by minus 18 minus f2 plus 68, that's equal to 50. So again, if we have to do that, this equal to 3480 minus, this is minus 540 minus 30 f2 plus 70 f2 divided by f2 to cancelize, and here 50 comes, 50. So that's equal to 50. So we are moving to for the calculation, just erasing the 3480 minus 540, that means 3480 2940 minus plus 40 f2 is equal to 50 into 50, that is 2500. That means 40 f2 is equal to 40 f2, that's equal to minus 440. So f2 is equal to minus 440 by 40, that is minus 11. Hope you understand that the value of f2. Sorry viewers, here one mistake was done, that is here 120, the total is 120, so we have to get here 120. That is, this is 120, so f1 should be 120 minus 68, 120 minus 68, that is this is minus f2, 52. Understood that? 52 minus F2. So that is my equation number 1. Next again we have given that summation of fi xi divided by summation of fi, that's equals to the mean 50. Okay, now summation of fi xi is given here 3480. Okay, plus 30 f1 plus 70 f2 divided by f1 plus f2 plus 68. Understood that? That's equal to 50. That's equal to my 50. So here if we calculate that 3480 plus 30 into f1, what is the value of f1? 52 minus f2 plus 70 f2 divided by 52 minus f2 plus f2 plus 68 is equal to 50. That's equal to 3480 plus minus 30 f2 is equal to 70 f2 divided by, this is 120 is equal to 50. Now if we are calculating, we are getting here 0 5040 plus 40 f2 is equal to 50 into this, that is 6000. From here f2 is equal to 40 f2 is equal to 6000 divided by 5040. Sorry, again mistaking. 6000 minus 5040. That's equal to 0 6 9 so f2 is equal to 960 by 40. That is the value of f2 is equal to 24. Hope you understand that. Hope you understand the mistake. So again from 1, f1 is equal to 52 minus 24, that is 28. So my f1 should be, f1 is equal to 24 and f2 is equal to 28. So that will be my required answer for question number 8. Okay. Next move to question number 9 of same exercise. Use assumed mean method. You have to use the assumed mean method to find the mean of weekly wage